gonna be. What up, Jerk? They say I'm gonna be.
I'll help you be popular.
It's bright lights.
I'll help you be popular. I'll help you be.
I'm trying to be a star, but right now I'm stuck in the middle. Yeah, I'm little, but I'm balling, no double dribble. Some people say I'm real, some people tell me
Hey, what's up guys, it's Matty Ice, the Call of Duty Magician, and today you guys are watching a 164 kill quad MOAB on the map Resistance. Today I don't want to talk too much about the gameplay. I know you guys are starting high school, and a lot of my subscribers probably are high schoolers. I'm sure some people are in college, some people might be younger as well. But I wanted to give a few high school tips for those of you guys starting high school. And whether you're a freshman, sophomore, junior, or senior, I think you guys can benefit from these tips. I'll give a few tips for each grade. So without further ado, let's sort of get into it. I'm a sophomore in college, so I feel like I'm sort of have a little justification for giving this advice. It's not like I'm a high schooler myself trying to give you guys advice. So I've been through high school, been there, done that, took the SATs, had the whole senior year thing. So let's give you guys a few tips. Now, I also want you guys to leave a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know what grade in school you guys are in. And also, if you're not in school, if you graduated or dropped out or whatever your situation is, let me know if you graduated or if you're no longer in school or whatever. So yeah, that's that. So for freshman year, this is the year that you're starting high school. Obviously, you want to start off strong. You want to make some friends. Want to start off good with the grades and whatnot. So what I suggest you guys do is don't overload. Don't try to take more than you can handle. Don't try to put more on your plate than your plate can handle. Don't join like a million different clubs. What you do want to do though is you want to make sure you do well academically. If you have a question, don't be afraid to stay after class and see the professor. And also, don't be afraid to sit at like a new table at lunch. Like if you don't have too many friends at high school yet, just go to a new table, meet some new people. What I did for the first 2 weeks of my high school is I just kind of went around, sat at different tables every single day, met some new people, and that's sort of how, your first few weeks of high school are probably going to be how you gain your basic group of friends. So, unless you guys have like a bunch of really good friends from middle school that, you can kind of carry over into high school, then, maybe sit with those guys. But for the most part, you can try to meet some new people. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be new people at the high school that you're going to. So, yeah, try to meet some new people. Make sure you don't overload with work. Those are my 2 basic tips for freshman year. Now, for sophomore year, that's kind of like that weird in-between year. It's just, it's kind of like a meh, just like kind of an okay year. Keep your grades up because, the grades are important, of course. And maybe join another club or two if you're getting a little bit bored of high school. Now, junior year, obviously this is the big year. You have like your hardest classes this year. At least I did, and I know most other people do. And you got to take your SATs as well. And what I suggest you guys do, if you're going to take the SATs or ACTs, most kids do that, one of the two. Personally, I thought the SATs were a lot easier than the ACTs. I mean, neither test is really easy, but because they're like 5-hour long tests. But the ACT was just a bitch, man. I didn't really like the ACT at all. But, maybe you guys are different. The ACT also tests on science, and I'm not really a huge science guy, so I didn't really like that part of the test. The SAT is a little more straightforward, at least it was for me. So I preferred the SAT more, so if you're between the two, I would suggest the SAT, but it's really personal preference. And for the SAT, what I suggest you guys do is buy a booklet and take a few, you can take a class if you want. That'll probably help your score. But what you should do is you should just buy a book and do a lot of practice questions, because after you do a ton of practice questions, you'll end up seeing the same sort of questions over and over again. And trust me, guys, your score will rise. The first time I took my SATs, I got like mostly 600s and whatnot. And, after doing a lot of tests or like a lot more practice problems and stuff from a book, I got a much higher score. So, that's what you want to do. Definitely do a lot of practice problems. It will make you better, and better SATs means you get into a better college. So if that's your plan going to college, make sure you kill those SATs. Last but not least, senior year. Senior year is a lot of fun, or at least it is for most people. I took pretty easy classes my senior year. I had like a full year and a half of study hall, like a lot of study hall, so I would just kind of leave school whenever I could. And senior year was pretty fun, hung out with friends. Definitely try to enjoy senior year if you can. once you get those apps in for college, if you plan on going to college, senior year is basically a joke for the second half of the year. So do try to do your best the first half of the year, because I think colleges do see those grades for the first half of the year. But for the second half of your senior year, make sure you have some fun. Obviously, you still want to keep your grades up a little bit, but don't fail a class or whatnot. Try to keep your grades up, but make sure you have some fun as well your senior year, and actually make sure you have fun all 4 years of high school, because high school is a stress-free time. I know you guys are probably going to disagree with that, but high school, the only thing that you really have to stress about, social life and homework as well, which can get pretty stressful. But college is more stressful personally for me, because I have more homework in college than I did in high school. College has a whole social dynamic as well, where you're constantly hanging out with friends, because A, you live right next to your friends in dormitories, and B, you have a lot more time outside of class. Like in college, you might only be in class 15 or 20 hours a week, which is basically nothing, which is like 2 to 3 days for you guys. So that being said, enjoy high school while it lasts. I've heard a lot of high schoolers saying, "Oh man, I wish I was partying it off in college." But college is fun and all, but college, you really have to get your shit together as well. You can't really, you can't really slack off a ton. And plus, when you're in college, you have to be thinking about your future as well. So there's that added stress of getting a job and what you're going to do after college. So I hope you guys enjoyed my thoughts on high school. Leave any questions or comments you might have in the comment section down below. Let me know how your school year is going so far this year. As of right now, when I'm doing this commentary, I'm about to head back to school, so I'll be sure to give you guys an update on how college is going for me. But drop a like if you guys enjoyed the gameplay, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.